The regal romance of King Frederik and Queen Mary, the reigning monarchs of Denmark, is a love story that traces its origins back to far more modest circumstances, blossoming in an unexpected corner of the world. Their relationship started in a most unassuming setting, a local pub situated in the bustling Darling Harbour of Sydney, Australia. It was during the 2000 Sydney Olympics that then Prince Frederik found himself in the lively atmosphere of Sydney's Slip-In. There, amidst the casual revellers, he encountered Mary Donaldson, a 28-year-old advertising executive hailing from Tasmania. Frederik, opting for simplicity, introduced himself merely as Fred to Mary, striking up a conversation that would mark the beginning of their future together. Mary reminisced in a 2005 interview about their initial meeting, saying, "Something clicked." She elaborated that their connection wasn't marked by grand gestures or dramatic displays, like fireworks lighting up the sky, but rather, it was the thrill of a budding excitement that she felt that night, an excitement that hinted at the promise of something more. This initial spark between them ignited a discreet and passionate long-distance relationship. As their love grew deeper, Mary made the significant decision to move to Denmark by 2003. The move came after Queen Margrethe expressed her approval, giving her consent for the couple to get engaged. This pivotal moment paved the way for their splendid royal wedding, which took place in May 2004 in Copenhagen. The ceremony was not just a union of hearts, but also an event that welcomed Mary into one of the world's oldest monarchies. Reflecting on her life's unexpected journey, Mary shared that she never aspired to royal life as a young girl. "I don't recall wishing that one day I would be a princess," she said. Instead, her childhood dreams were more down-to-earth, as she once hoped to pursue a career as a veterinarian. Her story is a testament to the unpredictable twists of fate that life can bring, leading her from a tranquil Tasmanian life to the grandeur of Danish royalty. After serving as Crown Princess of Denmark for nearly 2 decades, Mary has ascended to the role of Queen Consort. This transition followed Queen Margrethe's announcement during her New Year's address on December 31, 2023, where she revealed her decision to abdicate the throne in January. Her abdication brought Frederik and Mary to the forefront as the new King and Queen of Denmark. Queen Margrethe, aged 83 at the time, cited her health concerns as the primary reason for her decision to step down, but royal experts speculated that her move was also intended to strengthen the bond between Frederik and Mary, especially in light of recent scandalous rumours. In November 2023, the royal couple faced a turbulent period when Spanish media outlets released photographs of then Prince Frederik in the company of philanthropist, model and television personality Genevieve Casanova during a personal visit to Madrid in October 2023. These images sparked rumours of an affair, though Casanova quickly responded to these allegations, dismissing them as completely untrue. With Queen Margrethe's abdication after a remarkable 52-year reign, King Frederik and Queen Mary are poised to lead the Danish monarchy into a new chapter. While they will not undergo a traditional coronation ceremony, they officially assumed their titles as King and Queen Consort in a formal proclamation held on January 14th. The enchanting royal love story of Frederik and Mary unfolded not amidst the grandeur of Danish palaces, but in a far more humble and unexpected locale, a bustling local bar in Sydney. In September 2000, then Prince Frederik arrived in Sydney to cheer on Denmark's sailing team at the Summer Olympic Games. During his visit, the 32-year-old royal decided to explore the vibrant nightlife of Sydney and ventured into the Slip-In, a popular pub located in the scenic area of Darling Harbour. It was here that fate orchestrated a chance encounter between Frederik and Mary Donaldson, a 28-year-old advertising executive originally from Tasmania. Their meeting was serendipitous. Frederik introduced himself simply as Fred, leaving his royal identity undisclosed. The pair instantly connected, enjoying a conversation that flowed effortlessly. Mary was unaware of Frederik's true identity at first, a detail that added a layer of simplicity and authenticity to their initial interactions. In a 2003 interview with 60 Minutes Australia, Mary recounted the intriguing revelation of Frederik's royal status. "The first time that we met or shook hands, I did not know he was the Crown Prince of Denmark," she said. "It was perhaps half an hour or so later that someone approached me and hinted, 'Do you know who these people are?' That evening, Frederik requested Mary's phone number, sowing the seeds of a burgeoning romance. The connection they established that night was profound, as Mary later described to 60 Minutes Australia. "From the very first moment that we started talking, we never really stopped," she reflected. "It really established a strong foundation for our relationship right from the beginning." King Frederik and Queen Mary's early romance was marked by a challenging yet romantic, long-distance relationship. During the initial 2 years of their courtship, the Danish royal undertook covert visits to Australia to spend time with Mary. Despite the vast distance between them, they nurtured their relationship with care, managing to keep their budding romance shielded from the public eye for over a year. It wasn't until November 2001 that a Danish tabloid finally uncovered and reported that they were a couple, bringing their private affair into the public spotlight. Reflecting on the nature of their relationship during those early years, Frederik shared in a 2003 interview with 60 Minutes Australia. "It was one of those relationships where we slowly got closer and closer to each other despite the geographical distance. This slow but steady deepening of their bond was a testament to their commitment to each other." The logistics of maintaining a relationship over such a distance were formidable, but the couple's dedication to one another was unwavering. Their long-distance phase persisted until early 2002, at which point Mary made a significant life change. She moved from Sydney to Copenhagen, a bold move that symbolized her deep commitment to Frederik. This relocation was not just a physical shift, but also a cultural and spiritual one. Mary converted to the Lutheran Church, embracing Frederik's faith as her own, and began the daunting task of learning Danish, a language known for its complexity and difficulty for non-native speakers. In October 2003, 3 years after their serendipitous first meeting at the Slip Inn in Sydney, Prince Frederik and Mary Donaldson took a significant step forward in their relationship by announcing their engagement. This joyful milestone came after years of nurturing a deep connection that had blossomed across continents. The proposal was a carefully considered gesture, with Prince Frederik presenting Mary with a beautifully designed engagement ring. The ring featured an emerald-cut diamond, chosen for its classic elegancy and timeless appeal. This stunning diamond was flanked by a pair of ruby baguettes, a deliberate and meaningful choice. The rubies, with their deep red hue, were an apparent nod to the colors of the Danish flag, symbolizing Mary's forthcoming integration into the Danish royal family and her new home country. On May 14, 2004, the future King Frederik and Queen Mary exchanged their vows in a splendid ceremony at Copenhagen Cathedral, followed by an elegant reception at Fredensborg Palace. This significant day not only marked the union of the couple, but also celebrated the joining of cultures, as seen through the details of the wedding. For this momentous occasion, Mary chose to wear a stunning long-sleeve ball gown designed by Uffe Frank, a noted Danish designer. The gown was a masterpiece of bridal fashion, combining traditional elegance with contemporary style, making Mary the epitome of royal grace and beauty. Accompanying the gown, Mary wore a historically significant veil, first worn by Crown Princess Margareta of Sweden in 1905, linking her to a long lineage of royal brides. Adding to the regality of her attire, Mary was adorned with a tiara, a gift from her new in-laws, Queen Margrethe and Prince Henrik. This tiara was not just a piece of jewelry, but a symbol of welcome and acceptance into the Danish royal family, according to a feature by Vogue Australia. Mary's bridal look also incorporated elements of her personal history, deeply connecting her past with her present. She carried a bouquet, richly adorned with eucalyptus, a nod to her Australian roots, adding a personal and poignant touch to her wedding ensemble. In a tribute to her late mother, who passed away in 1997 from complications following heart surgery, Mary had her mother's engagement ring delicately sewn into her wedding dress. This act of love and remembrance served as a way to have her mother close during one of the most significant moments of her life. During the wedding, Prince Frederik made a heartfelt promise in his speech, declaring, "I love her, and I will protect her with all my heart." His words echoed the deep commitment and affection he held for Mary, encapsulating the emotional depth of their relationship on this celebratory day. King Frederik and Queen Mary are the proud parents of 4 children, Prince Christian, Princess Isabella, and the twins, Prince Vincent and Princess Josephine. Their family life, though bustling, balances royal duties with personal moments shared together. Their first child, Prince Christian, was born on October 15, 2005. As the eldest son, he holds the position of being first in line to the Danish throne, a role that comes with significant responsibilities and expectations. His birth marked a joyous occasion in Denmark, heralding the arrival of a future king. Princess Isabella followed, born on April 21, 2007. Her arrival was celebrated with equal joy, and she occupies the position of second in line to the throne, following her older brother. Isabella's role within the royal family is also prominent, carrying the heritage and customs of the Danish monarchy forward. The family expanded further with the arrival of twins on January 8, 2011, Prince Vincent and Princess Josephine. Their birth brought double the joy to the royal household. Prince Vincent, born minutes before his sister, is third in line, while Princess Josephine is fourth. Their close succession in birth order adds a unique dynamic to their upbringing and future roles within the royal family. Despite the demands of parenting 4 children and fulfilling their royal duties, King Frederik and Queen Mary have maintained a strong bond as a couple. They continue to cherish their time together, whether in the context of their family or during rare moments alone. Queen Mary expressed her perspective on family life in a 2008 interview with Berlingske Tidende, emphasizing the value of time spent together. She noted, "Time becomes more precious when you have children," and elaborated that being with the children doesn't mean losing each other, but rather it transforms how they connect and interact. "It's not like you lose each other because you are with the children. It's just a different way to be together, and that's some of the best part of it all," she said. This philosophy highlights their approach to balancing their royal roles with personal life, fostering a nurturing environment for their children while strengthening their marital bond. Frederik and Mary's initial encounter at a Sydney bar seemed like a chance meeting, yet Mary later shared an intriguing prelude to this fateful event that suggested her royal destiny might have been foretold. During an outing at a flea market in Sydney, prior to meeting the future king, Mary's curiosity was piqued by a tarot card reader. Deciding to explore this whim, she approached the soothsayer who offered to read her future through the cards. As the fortune teller shuffled and laid out the tarot cards, a surprising prediction unfolded. Mary was told that she would soon meet a man from abroad, her fame would significantly increase, and she would eventually move to Europe. Although the prediction seemed far-fetched at the moment, it painted a picture of a life-changing romance that would transcend continents. Reflecting on this encounter, Mary recounted the experience to Jens Andersen, the author of Under the Bar, an authorized biography of King Frederik. This anecdote was shared in the Danish newspaper, Kristelig Dagblad. Mary admitted her initial skepticism about the reading. "So I left there and thought, well, yes, that was a lot of fun, but nothing more," she remarked, dismissing the fortune teller's words as mere entertainment at the time. Despite her initial disbelief, Mary also acknowledged a deeper affinity for the mystical aspects of life. "But I've always been interested in the spiritual, in mystery and fate," she confessed. This interest in the spiritual world hinted at a part of her that perhaps subconsciously prepared her for the extraordinary chapters that were about to unfold in her life, aligning mysteriously with the tarot reader's prophecy.